Hey guys, it's FireGingerWolf back here with just a quick video. For this video, we're going to be going over all the builds so far that we've completed since I did the last spreadsheet update. I'm going to go over some new ones I've added, brief kind of explain what my thought process was and kind of why I added them, and then just a future build list of what's left from the original time, including the new ones as well. So this shouldn't take too long here. Um, so we'll start with here. This is the completed builds. So it looks like for most of these, we got around 3 or so done for each class, except the Thief, Rev, and Warrior, which I'm going to make sure to get done this weekend. But well, these are all the ones we completed. So these ones are all up for you guys to watch. Guardian, various. I tried to make sure I had various different ones, but these are all up there. So be sure to take a look at those. Um, the new I came up with just a couple. Um, like I said, it's kind of trying to figure out ideas. So most of the time I came up with ideas, it was during videos of these builds. So just a couple here. Ranger, I want to do a Druid elite specialization for Don't Move. There is a trait in the Druid line where if you knock back and then shoot somebody, you entangle them. You have Entangle as an elite skill. You have Mighty Terrain as a skill, and then I think maybe the druid doesn't have anything with the staff, but that would be some options. Ranger all would be a bows build. Um, so the idea for that would be basically using longbows and short bows, because they are like my favorite weapons, and just trying to get them as powerful as possible. Obviously, they're very similar. So obviously, if we're fighting somebody who reflects projectiles, may not work well. But having the range to shoot somebody and then the conditions can make it quite fun. The condition trap, very similar to the point build, but we instead be using a short bow instead of a long bow, and basically trying to do as much damage with the short bow and conditions as well, because I think that worked well. Necromancer, I wanted a Necromancer barrier build. Basically, just trying to gain as much barrier as possible to basically keep ourselves alive. On a life force build for Necromancer would be basically for each elite specialization, trying to gain as much life force as possible so we can get into the Shroud abilities and use those as often as we can. For the Reaper, I wanted a condition transfer build, so basically transferring those conditions to enemies, and seeing how fast we could hopefully drop people. And then I have a Shroud build, which is basically trying to enhance the Shroud. So we have Light Force is basically just trying to use that to keep ourselves alive. The Shroud is enhancing the Shrouds, making the Shrouds all powerful. For the Mesmer, the Mirage, a clone build, so basically just trying to clear as many clones as possible. Basically to kind of throw off our enemy, which could be kind of fun. The engineer, a mechanist. The reason I'm picking mechanist is we have the mech to do all the damage up front, while we are standing back with probably the med pack and the modar, basically trying to heal allies and then be able to hit damage from 1500, but then along with some other skills. Mechanist healing build. So kind of similar to the modar. We'd be using more like the supply crate. Not sure exactly. These two might be very similar, but hopefully they're a little different. The thief, there's a specter one to be like a revive. So basically, I think there was somebody commented on reviving, so I wanted to try that out and see how I could do with a revive build, stealthing, projectile production, stuff like that. For warrior, blocking, missile reflect, I think could be fun. I think the shield, if you grab a trait in defense, I think there is a trait where when you're blocking, you reflect missiles. So the shield has that capability. The mace has a block ability. The sword has a block ability. I think with I want to say oh gosh, I can't think of the blade sworn. I think there is a device or an armament, I think is what they're called, that reflects projectiles. So we could have like 4 ways to reflect or block projectiles, which would be kind of cool. So those are all the new ones, and then I'm going to also probably end up doing meta battles as well if I run out of future builds, which is this tab here. So basically, this is all the ones that I have left to go through yet as of right now. I know it took a lot longer. I said like 2, but I'm basically just gonna try and get. I think I missed one. Oh, that's okay. Might have missed a couple new ones, but um, the idea is basically just to kind of show you guys kind of what the future is gonna hold for videos and stuff like that. And like I said, when I hit a class that maybe I'm like I don't know what to do, I might just do a meta battle. I know it's not the same as me creating something, but it does help me get ideas too. And just hopefully trying out better builds, just to kind of take ideas and make sure what do the meta battle builds include that I'm not including in my builds, which would hopefully step it up another level. That's kind of the thought process. But so basically that's all the new ones. Like I said, Guardian, Rangers again one of my favorites. That's why I got a lot of that Ranger. Necro again one of my favorites. Elementalist will be kind of fun. Mesmer, Thief, and Revenant are kind of my weaker ones. So those ones will probably, if you guys have build ideas, please let me know on those. Engineer, I've got some with the kits. The Warrior, I've got some, which will be kind of fun. And then the Thief, as I said, Mesmer, Thief, and Rev are kind of my weak ones. So if you guys have ideas, please let me know, or I'll probably end up doing meta battles on those. But like I said, just a really quick video on kind of what the next kind of just an update on where we're at with the builds. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the builds and the videos. I need to work on the Discord server. Once I get that up, I'll go through that and kind of explain my thought process on it. Then I'll put the links in the video so you guys can join that, see the builds, talk with other people who play the game, possibly play with me depending on how often I can get on. Um, but hopefully it just allows you guys to see kind of where we're at and what the future is. And then feel free to obviously, comment on videos with, feedback or tips or just, good jobs, like stuff like that. I reply back to every comment within a day or two. I try with a day, just so you guys, realize I am trying to answer these. I don't get back to you right away, but I do respond. So if it's feedback or just a little tip, please let me know. It doesn't hurt. If you guys aren't subscribed and want to keep up with the new builds, be sure that subscribe button along with that bell. But take care. Have a good rest of your night, guys, and I'll see you later. Have a good one.